then if we do decide to have more sheep than airplanes, than the main, or the one up by the main yard can cope with, I can just add a couple of gates here and still use this as an arable field. This is going to be an arable field, so, and since we're not storing sheep in that adjacent field for now, I can happily plant stuff here. So I'm going to jump in there and stick that on a worker. Oh, except the worker doesn't seem to feel he's got anything to do, so let's that's not working for lime. I'm definitely in the field. It's going to have to be ploughed first then. This, that's going to be a pain in the butt. That is seriously going to be a pain in the butt. So let's fold that up for now. Guess we'll take the lime tank back up to the yard. I'm thinking of reworking the landscaping along the front of this field to turn it into a sort of used dirt track. Yeah, but I can't lime over that grass either, so that's, I'm guessing that's not a field. I'm going to take the Axion down there in a minute and we'll see what we can achieve. Plough, because all those fields need ploughed as well. Okay. Corner of my eye, that looked like a what is it? Doorway. Oh, and some clouds outside, yay. Glare off the snow has improved. Guess what I can do is we'll take this plough into that field and see if it ploughs. If it does, I've wasted some time this morning. I'm pretty sure while the PDA looks like it's a field, door there, it's not really. There we go. So we are not on allow create fields. So flip that over. Lower it. And oh, we can plough that field. Okay. Lift. There we go. Okay, so it really is a field. It's just a lot smaller than I thought it was. See if I can mark out the edge of it. No, now I was spreading lime here, and it would appear that the lime wouldn't spread on the grass either. So let's raise that back up, flip it over. So that is a weird edge to this field. I'm going to guess similar here. I should be able to get the I'll get that field ploughed with a worker later on. Then I'll be able to come back to it and tidy up the edges. The question bit here is, am I going to be able to set a worker off on this field? And yeah, I'm going to plough it the wrong way. I kind of figured that was going to happen. So the problem with this field is because it is in a ploughed state, but as previously noted, it needs to be ploughed. I'm going to have to manually plough it. I have got that lowered good. Which is going to be annoying. Because as we've already established, this is a big field. I mean, I could plant it without ploughing it, and I'm still going to have to plough it next year, but I can plough it on a worker next year. Actually, you know what? The more I look at this field, the more I think that might actually be the way to go. So I'm just going to plant this field without ploughing it. And we will run over here. Can I get through the hedge? Yep. Okay. That worked. Flip that. problem is there's a couple of telephone lines in this field. Where is the edge of this field? There. And off goes the worker. Oh. Hi, puppy. Okay. Let's put some food back in there. Okay, it talks to you. So I will leave that there for now. We're going to have to lime that grass field, or what is currently the grass field. And we shall go and look at what I did with the rest of the money that we got from the Lawfolds cow farm sale. I have started turning this into a yard. I've used the 3-door machinery shed since I needed somewhere to put the cedar. And it seemed as good a place as any. And getting that cedar moved around in the main yard is not really going to happen. So I did look up this cedar, and it does actually exist. It's a direct drill that pretty much drills all of the seed and carries fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. How much have we got? None. So that's kind of a good thing. Unfortunately, it's an American cedar, so actually I'm going to turn that off. And we'll just carry this outside. That's full. Oh wow. Okay. Put that on the side so it's out the way. Ooh. I'll just climb the wall with it. Don't think I have any liquid fertilizer left. Nope, that's herbicide. Oh, that's all loaded with liquid fertilizer, isn't it? Yep, that's full. That's not real stuff. So I could take this down to the store and get it filled up. That's probably going to be the easiest way to do it. So yeah, during the midweek I placed the machinery shed and gravelled up that yard, and I will be adding more buildings as I need them, and we'll gravel more of the yard as we get through it. Okay. I just can't be bothered to drive down to the store to get a bunch of pallets of fertilizer, because I'm going to have to bring them all back again. Barley, oats, canola, soybeans. But does this seeder do world seed radish? Yes, it does. Grass, corn, sunflower, sugar beet, cotton. So since we're late spring, I'm going to concentrate on doing things like sunflowers, soybeans and corn. I'm not going to plant any corn this year, because come the end of the year we're going to need a forage harvester if we have it. I don't envisage having the money for that. We're on the A435. We are going to have to fill up when we get here. I think they got a fuel tank here. If not, that's going to be a problem. No. Okay. So I need $4,000 for 2, 3,000 for 2. That's actually cheaper. Hang on, back. I'm sure I've got some other stuff as well. Yes. 1,200 for 1,500. That is much cheaper. And I'll get a big barrel of diesel while we're here as well. Yeah, I don't need to pay an extra $50 for a new barrel. I'm not envisaging taking it very far. Okay. So, how big are these? Unfortunately, you can't unload into these types of canisters. We only need 2 of them, if that. I should probably have bought a truck down here, because I'm not sure how much we're going to use over time. I might have to come back with the Land Rover and the trailer. Get all of that loaded onto the trailer and take it down to the field and do in-field resupply. So in spite of its utility, this seeder is not a very large capacity. So I'm probably going to be carrying seed and fertilizer with us whenever we use it. Or spare seed and fertilizer whenever we use it. Dude, I'm not hanging around for you. Jobs to do. So as for Medicine Creek, I am not familiar with that map at this time, and I'm not looking for any new maps right now. Obviously I'm moving, so keeping up with Ungertheim and Oakfield for the immediate future, with reconsideration of what I'm doing in March. But the entirety of this coming week we're going to be packing everything up and moving, and next week we're going to be unpacking stuff and hopefully getting at least some rooms decorated into a finished state. So very little streaming next week too. And then I'm back at work on first week in March, which is when hopefully everything will settle down. There may be a morning stream on the 29th of this month. Well, plough seems to be going well. Alright, let's unfold this. I'm going to sit and babysit this for now. .39 feet. .36. Let's go 39.32. Maybe straight line method AB. Set A. Back. Lower. Turn it on. Oh. And stop, turn it off. Set B. Didn't beep. It did beep. Okay. So turn it on and start driving. So I have noticed with this that the liquid fertilizer starts pumping as soon as you turn this seeder on. So I'm going to have to be very careful with that, because you can waste it, obviously. Looks like I didn't get this entirely straight with the edge of the field. And yeah, edge of the map time. Other pedal. I'm going to have to come back and do the headland anyway. It's close enough. That's done, and lower, turn on. And drive back down the field. So I reduced the auto width by a few inches, actually about 3 inches. But that does mean that we won't have any missed bits while I'm running the straight lines. Okay, we do seem to have a couple of problems there with the plough on the other field. So as I said, there's telephone poles over there, and they have gotten into the way. Alright, now we have a telephone pole in the way here. Oh, what did I press? That one there. So drop that down, turn it on, and off we go again. So I could consider using the solid fertilizer on this field at first stage of growth. Obviously I can't fertilize right now because this is planting and fertilizing simultaneously, so you can't add another round of fertilizer on top of this. But if I wait until it does its first stage of growth, I could come back and use up some of that solid fertilizer that we have. Okay. See how well this behaves on a turn. That's actually not too bad. Also, I got the angle of that helper wrong on that field over there. I mean, we should be running pretty much north-south, oh no, east-west here. So 270 degrees, almost dead. That grass field on the other side of the road is looks like about 15 degrees off that. And another telegraph pole going to be in the way. Oh, I'm going to drive on his field.